the swollen feet and the swollen ankle. There are total 9 causes of the swollen feet and the swollen ankle. And out of these 9 causes, there is one cause which accounts for approximately 75% of the foot and ankle swellings. And I am going to show you how to fix these 9 problems. And then we are gonna go over the absolute best diagnosis about these swellings. And I'm gonna tell you when to see your doctor, when to go for the home remedies, when to apply the gel, cream, or take the anti-inflammatory painkillers, and to do the exercises, stretching, when to go for that. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate the likes and the comments and the share and the subscribe. So the number one problem is the cardiovascular problem. Along with that is the lung issue, previous heart attack, and the emphysema, smoking. And talking about these cardiovascular problems and the lungs and the kidney issues actually beyond the scope of this video. And to diagnose such problems, you have to see your cardiologist or the pulmonologist. They will help you diagnose such kind of these problems. And the number 2 is the pregnancy, and I'm going to go quickly over the pregnancy. The pregnancy actually messes with your fluid levels, because you are actually having a baby inside you, and you are pumping, your heart is pumping more blood. It's for your own body as well as for the baby body. So what happens is the same size of heart that is pumped, that is handling the large amount of fluid. So what happens is it ends up getting accumulated in the foot and ankle, so you get a swelling. The second thing is the baby, as the baby size keeps on increasing, it compresses the veins, large veins and the vessels. So what will happen, there is pulling of blood into the lower limb, that is your foot, ankle, legs, so you get a swelling. And the another one is the lymphedema. So basically the involvement of the lymph vessel. I see this condition a lot, and this is a pretty dangerous one. And in this, when you see your skin has tree barks like appearance, and if you have scaliness and if you have thicker, dry, crusty skin, you start to develop that, then it is definitely lymphedema. What lymph vessel actually do is they suck up your bigger proteins and then they dump them into the bigger vessels. And a lot of time this lymphatic system get damaged due to some genetic reasons, or due to some trauma, or you are being overweight from a long time, so it can get damaged. And even a lot of times what happens in case of infection, like skin infection, cellulitis, what happens, these infection they kill these lymphatic vessels, and what happens in cellulitis, they edema the skin, we see usually. Now understand that lymphedema is different from the venous stresses, that is venous insufficiency. The venous insufficiency or the varicose veins means the pulling up of the blood into the vessels due to the defect in the valvular system of the veins. Now understand the vascular insufficiency or this venous stasis. What happens in this, your calf, your foot, as your foot moves, your calf moves, and this will act as a pump, and this pump will create the enough pressure so that the blood will flow through this single wall system of the vein, and it will go back to the heart. Okay, this is where this venous system works. But due to some reasons, for example, you are sitting for a long time, you're having a desk job, you're not moving your feet, you're not moving your feet, you're not ankle, not the calf. So what happens is this calf pump is not working and the venous stasis happens. So there are a lot of pumps available in the market, and for that you need a prescription. You can see your foot and ankle surgeon for that. Now the third thing is infection due to some skin cut or some skin irritation, or some scrape, some abrasion, some contusion. If you have some contusion or such kind of things, just definitely go see your doctor, and he will prescribe some antibiotics and to control that infection, and your swelling will subside. So the next is the blood clot. This blood clot can develop anywhere, but the most commonly they develop in the calf region. They develop in the calf region of your foot. And the development of these thrombosis in the calf is known as deep vein thrombosis. And if you are observing any kind of redness, swelling, and when you press the calf and you are feeling pain, then there is a deep vein thrombosis. It will lead to your swelling in the foot and ankle. Now you have to see your doctor, definitely. Now what your doctor will do, he will order a venous Doppler, and to see a clot we need to get that Doppler study done. That will confirm if there is a clot, then it will be clear on that picture. And now the real problem is the tight muscles, tight ankles, and the tight calf, tight foot, tight hamstrings. These are the real problems. because of which the foot and ankle swellings occur. Most of the people, what they do, they wear the unsupportive shoes. The shoes which are having the flat soles, they are the unsupportive shoes. What happens after wearing such kind of shoes, your small muscles and the small tendons and the ligaments around the foot, they have to absorb all kind of stresses. Because of that, the foot and ankle swelling develops. Now, how this is different from the shoes which are having the thicker sole? So what happens, if they are having thicker soles, this sole will absorb and the bending of the shoes while you walk, this will be less, and the stress will be bear by the sole rather than the foot, small ligaments and tendons and the muscles. When you walk, the arches of the foot, they try to collapse. We have a system of ligaments and the tendons, they prevent those collapses. But if they are getting collapsed due to overweight, due to the stresses on the tendons and the ligaments, due to some genetic abnormality like bony deformity, if they are getting collapsed, what will happen, the weight will be bear by the small muscles of the foot, and these small muscles of the foot, they are not meant for bearing the large amount of weight. Your large muscle groups, the calf, the hamstrings and the quadriceps, they are supposed to carry the big amount of weight. Because of these muscles, you can do the squatting and a lot of exercises, but with the great toe you cannot lift the weight because these are the small muscles. So what we can do, we can use the insoles, we have the arch supports which we can with the good shoe, with the good sole and with the middle arch support, and we can avoid the pain and the swelling in case of your feet and the ankle. So what are the home remedies which we can use? So here are some home remedies which we can use for these tight hamstrings and these tight calves and the tight. So what you should do, you should take a towel, and secondly, okay, you will take a towel and you will put it around your foot. Okay, now you have to stretch it like this. Okay, you have to stretch your foot towards you. That will put a stretch over the calf as well as the hamstring. Okay, next thing, you can have some medications like ibuprofen, diclofenac you can take, but don't take them for long period. Because they can harm your kidney, and for the proper prescription, go see a doctor. And if still your swelling is not subsiding after this, you definitely see your doctor. You can apply a cream, diclofenac gel, such kind of things you can apply. Okay, don't forget to share it.